In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, the players, the players who are serious enough in learning the skills of the game, cricket, soccer, hockey, basketball, volleyball, table tennis, anything else, any sort of sport, any sort of a sport. A sportsman, an athlete, will always like to practice with someone else who is somewhat competent. Why? Because a competent person can teach you something. We can learn certain good things from a competent person. We can learn certain good things from a stronger person, from a person who is skilled enough in their sport, skilled enough in their athletics. While many of the people so if at all, so there is a practical life of our as well. This is not anyway lesser than a game. The life we are living the life we are living is not anyway lesser than a game. It is equally a game. It is equally a sport, and it is equally a sport, and it is also, it is competitive. It is not so easy at the moment. It has become somewhat complicated. It has become somewhat intricate, and it demands, physical fitness is okay, every needed everywhere else, but it demands actually the mental competency. We need to be intelligent enough. We need to develop our cleverness, and we need to know the sort of tricks which are going on in the society nowadays, and the kind of ploys the cunning people are using nowadays. So we need to learn all of these things. I'm not suggesting that we should become a cheater, a manipulator, an exploiter. Not at all, not at all, not at all. But at least we need to know why, because we so that we could protect ourselves, so that we could protect ourselves. If at all we stay away from the people because we don't like them. Many of the people, I too, including me, I used to dislike their friendship. I used to dislike sitting and standing and chatting with those people. Why? Because these are very cunning people and I don't like them. But now I came to realize that this is not a right attitude at all. Why? Because if at all we do steer clear of the cunning and the clever people, and but we can't steer clear in every situation, because there are certain places where we can stay away from the clever, from the cunning people, but there are certain other situations where we don't have any choice, and we do have to deal with these people only. What shall we do? If at all we are not prepared, if at all we are not prepared, what shall we do over there? Obviously we will be like our hands will be tied, because we will be unable to understand their ploys, their cunningness, their cleverness, their manipulative moves. We will be unable to detect, and we will be unable to neutralize those things. What to do now? To do now? Where to go? Dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, be ready to interact even where it is not compulsory. Be ready to interact with the clever people, with the cunning people, even when it is not compulsory. Why to deal with them even when it is not compulsory? Because we are going to learn certain thing out of those people, because we are going to learn certain good things out of those people, which otherwise we cannot learn. And learning the tricks, actually, it is a must. Understanding the tricky people, it is a must. Why is it a must? By the way, it is a must, as I earlier said, that there are certain places where we can avoid these people. We do have the option, and we go to a person who is relatively a straightforward person, who is not a cunning, not a clever person. But at certain other situations, we don't have a choice, but we do have to interact with these people only. Now, what to do now? What to do now? The only solution is that keep preparing, keep getting ready, keep understanding, keep understanding, keep getting ready for the management of these people. We will be able to manage those people, instead of considering those people as somebody who is unmanageable. If at all we are not prepared, we will find them as unmanageable, and unmanageable people, obviously we our hands will be tied. We will be unable to grasp, unable to understand their ploys, their cunningness, their cleverness, their trickiness, and we will be easily manipulated, exploited, used, even cheated. And are you willing to be cheated? Nobody else is willing to be cheated at all. So if at all we don't want to be cheated, what is the solution then? The solution is that raise your competency level. And how can we raise our competency level? Only by playing with the people, by playing with the sportsmen, by playing with the athletes who are competent, who are strong, who are not weaker folks like us. But if at all we do exclude these people, if at all we do preempt these people, if at all we do preclude these people, the people who are clever and the cunning people, because we want to deal, because we want to sit and stand with the people who are honest, because we want to sit with the people who are straightforward, what is going to happen? Our competency level will remain the same, and it will never ever be able to develop, to progress. Thank you. Jazakallah.